All right, what's up, guys? How we doing? Got another market recap for Friday, July 26th, 2024. Find a place to put my phone here. Over there should be fine. Yeah, so I think today what we're going to do is watch the first half hour. And then we got a couple highlights. And then a little highlight reel. Or not highlight reel, but there was a situation today on SCRV where late in the morning I tried to trade it and I was trading it wrong. I traded it right initially and then didn't adjust when the action adjusted and basically gave back my entire day. And then I adjusted my action and I kept making moves and I ended up making some money. And that's today. Anyways, I'll be eating a little while I just let this tape roll, and I'll comment when I see something worthwhile commenting. But anyways, we are here at the open. I have on the left chart right here WINT, which was the leading gapper. It was basically just grinding up into the open, and I was like thinking of taking a trade on it, but realistically, this thing had kind of already made the move. It was up 182% into the open, still creeping higher in the last 15 seconds of the last 1 minute candle before it opens, and the volume wasn't super crazy. In my head, I was thinking trap. But watching the action to see if it was showing something different. And yeah, let's take a watch at how it was. And then CVM is the other stock I had, which is this one right here. And it was gapping, but a little bit more modestly. Kind of had news of some sort, and WINT I think was popping up after it was like news of them canceling their offering, which is good because they're not going to dilute more. But realistically, I read the news is like they canceled it because they had a private placement, which also dilutes the value of the company. It's just done by a private shareholder instead of onto the open market. Not that any of that really matters for the type of trading that I do, but it's just interesting to know this stuff. Very scammy. Anyways, without further ado, let's roll the tape. Totally messed up. Where did I try? Trade right there. When it wasn't breaking above 40, I was like, it's not really worth it. I really wanted it to go into a halt at 10 or at least pop above 9.5. And since it was basing, the high in pre-market was 9.4, and it kept bouncing off 9.4, and so I was like, I got to cut it. And I was totally okay with that. Super slappy. CVM on the right, starting to pop out. Actually, getting a little bit late on this. Probably should have I saw it right here when it was creeping up to 7.7. Could have got in for the test of 7.5. I've been totally okay with that. I'm like, fuck, taking it way late right there. Taking it late into this purple line, which is the 200 SMA. I mean, hindsight, hold for a second longer. Could have been a really solid morning, but real sight, real time sight, no way I could have done that. I didn't want to do it. Let's be real. I was in pretty late. If I went a little lower, maybe. Mm. Just keeps going. Now we're getting a little pullback here. Nice. All right. Oh, very good cut. That was an excellent cut. Mm. I was slow on this CVM the entire morning. Really slow. Missed a good amount of trading. Entry on that one would have been closes above highs there. Right there. There would be entry. Just hold it. Hold it till it broke below 75. And test it. Yeah, fuck. Hmm. That would have been a juicy trade. All right. Wrong place to get in. I'm going to stop out here. No, maybe not. There. Hmm. So buy question mark. So ah, see, off on it. I'm still looking to get in here, but my timing is a little bit behind. And it doesn't help that my size, um, for this area where it can do a quick retrace is, yeah. I was like, oh, get me out of that one. Yeah. Doesn't help that the size that I'm using is a little uncomfortable. Now it would be a little easier down here. Even though I think it's going to go lower, a little justifiable. Sorry I'm eating during this. My bad. I'm really hungry. And I felt like if I was going to watch some tape or some live trades, might as well bring you guys along with me. Day trading is risky, by the way. It changes all the time. Most people won't take your money. Actually, everybody in the market wants to take your money, including me. Was that last trade? Oh, I got stop out again. I'm so behind. And I know it, and I'm annoyed, but I know that kind of buying the wrong spots because I'm annoyed. I mean, the market doesn't give a shit that I'm annoyed. In fact, it almost optimizes to annoy instead. So it does give a shit, and the fact that it wants traders to be annoyed because they make mistakes and they act irrationally. And so, pretty sure it's designed to annoy people. I missed this one. This was a decent area to buy right there. Now it's a little overextended. Could I be stopping at 50 or selling at 50? I was only 10 cents away. Waiting for a pullback. Want it down below 8 on WINT here. This is an interesting spot. I'm like, does it go? Does it go? I was hesitating a little. Not a terrible place to cut it, but ends up being the perfect place for that moment. But I still think it goes back to two. Bid trap. See that there? Watch the level two. It's basically just happens every time there's a bid now. Big bid, and it just breaks down. It's actually so prevalent now that I've been trained by the market every time there is a big bid to just not buy anything. But when it's a big seller, I usually still give it a second. And the problem is like none of these bids are outsized. They're not like they're like 100. What is it? They're like 10K orders basically. 10K, 30K, 10K, right? 11K. And just to me, it's like unless you have something that's out of the norm, it's all like to me, it's all relative. So if I see like a 14K seller right there, that doesn't mean anything. If it was like a 100K seller, sure, something like that would make a big difference. But these like kind of mid-range sellers and buyers, they kind of just remind me. I don't know. They're like flies that the market swats. Bah, bah, bah. Almost just like fills it and then reverses. Okay. I think I should buy here. 82, 1.82. I'll lose money on wind on this one too. And that's a good spot. Yep. CVM would have been a good buy right there. Ooh, even holding. It's going to retrace a little, I think. Still hold it. Yeah. As long as it doesn't go back through that 1.80 level. Holding till 2, basically. This is theoretical trading in my head. That's what I'm doing. Um, yeah. Yeah, the first green candle, no matter what the volume is on it, has tended to be decent in my eyes. This one right here. Um, but if the volume is too low, it does just end up being a progression pause instead of an actual move. So here, do you still hold? Do you buy? I'm waiting for a retrace a little bit, but I think it goes to 2 pretty quickly here. Oh, no, there we go. Getting it. Boom. I'm in. It's hesitating. Whoa. Yeah. Is it going to break through that seller? I don't know. Let's see. There we go. And I take it out right there. Could have taken it out right, 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 right there, maybe. That would have been a decent place. I would have taken it out there. But I was already red. I wanted to lock in some profit to square up my day. And I did. And it's fine. And now it wants to break through too. Pop, pop, pop. Yeah. So CVM was the one to play on today. Um, WINT, if you were short and you got in above 9, you're loving life. Um, if you took the leap of faith at the open, kind of forced you to. I don't like stocks that force you to take a leap of faith. Those are annoying, i.e., halts. Leap of faith. But, gotta grow up someday. And maybe I'll grow up and, wow. But it's like right back down. And so I'm like, okay, this was a solid trade, actually. Pop, and I get out, decent fill. Yeah, I like that. Because I was like, I just kind of surprised some people, and I think that's a good target to get above 2.22. It doesn't end up doing that. It actually starts reversing pretty hard here. Uh, Buying right there would be interesting, but I don't think it's the right spot. Maybe in the 80s. I'm still looking at CBM. Hmm. Now, waiting for a candle close down here, or just start buying. I guess I would buy somewhere right there, and then I would have to sell probably if it got below 89. I think it's the wrong place to buy right there. Mm. Yeah, I would sell. I would unload at break even right there. Fuck. And I would be incorrect. But the initial the buy in the 80s was correct. Could have got like 4 cents off that. 6 cents. Do I hear 7 cents? The bidders are stepping in. Okay. So these are my WINT trades. And the top of it, I buy. I buy. What do I buy? Oh, instead of buying that. Oh. Oh. Don't tell me I jump in and buy market. Oh, and a buy right there, and it's like a gumball. No, it's like a bouncy ball, like just like settling at that level. But then once it settles, it breaks through. And so like bounce off eight, bounce off eight, bounce off eight, a little bit lower, a little bit lower, a little bit lower, and blows through. That's what sometimes happens. And I'm holding, and I'm like, why am I holding? And I cut it, and I take an L, and I get back in. Actually, at a decent price. And littering in, littering in. Oh, getting roasted. That's okay. Do I buy back in here? I'm like thinking about it. I'm like, ooh, should I do it? I'm like, nah, let's just let it go. And by the time I let it go, that's usually where it turns around. Welcome to the market. But it's kind of meandering here. Got it faked out twice. Where would I buy on WINT now? Right there, 67. Huh. Wait for a breakthrough 75. There we go. Get up there, bid. Get up there, bid. And I'd cut right there. Need to get back in. It's almost nap time. Alright, so it's like 15 minutes of the day. Not much is happening. So honestly, I think eyes shift back to win because of that. To WINT. Really slow morning today. Really slow. And then that happened. Funny side note, oh, is it flashing? Is it flashing? Oh, I get in at 77. Is this a good trade? I don't know if it flashed enough. Oh, I don't know. Which way does it go? And it gives me no midpoint fill. And that's annoying. Alright. Yawn. I want to fall asleep. Alright, CVM off the map. Broke through this trend line and just dies off for the day, I think. And then all attention is on WINT. Oh, it gets a nice move there on me. And I take it a little bit off. I take it all off. And then it keeps going. As it should. And I'm looking to get back in. Does it go again? Does it dip? This is funny. I think that was the. Yeah, look at this action. It's just like the bids and the asks like are just jumping around pretty intensely. And if it's not pinned to an extreme, you're kind of getting in a midpoint, usually at a bad price. And then if you do like that, a bid just skips out from under pretty quickly on that first one. I don't know, man. Those are hard to trade. I always try to do it before those big expressions, but sometimes even like on the in between, yeah, well, look at that. It's just all the way back down to the 80s from the 50s. It's a whole like easy 10% swing right there. Easy. It's $1. Yeah, it's over that. It's like 15% swing. Is it? Yeah. So if you buy at highs, it would just not be fun. It would not be fun. And it's back to highs. So it's plus or minus 10%, just like bah, 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 bah. And so like for example, if I bought 1,000 shares at 8.5 earlier and went down to maybe down $1,000. If I cut at the lows, and if you don't cut, there's risk of just holding, and it keeps going lower. And I say, let's say it halted down. Oof. That'd be a hefty bill to pay. Also, depending on how low it opened below the halt. Yeah. How's that? Welcome to trading. Day trading is risky for your money and your time and your sanity. All right. Well, I'm just going to fast forward through some of this nonsense. Wind keeps being wind. SGMO is. I end up taking some for the break of $1. Really? I think I was up like $100 on SGMO or something. At one point, maybe I gave it back. I don't know. Sometimes this stuff can be a blur. Okay. Well, that was the first half hour. Thank you for reviewing it with me, reviewing the live trades. And I'm trying to like clear my throat, and like my voice is kind of got this vibe to it. You know what I think it is? I think it's the dentist told me to do the water picking with Clorox, like a drop of Clorox per like water pick tub, and I think it's just like drying out my windpipe a little bit. Anyways, that's it for now. I'm gonna come back and do some more review in a little bit of the later day trades because that's where most of the action for me, P&L wise, happened. And catch you later. Peace.